What it do, homies? We are back with some more Tara Stanin. This time we are checking out Seven Nation Army. Now, right when I was about to start this reaction, I realized that he had done uploaded 2 videos. Now, I don't know if this was a mistake and he didn't mean to, or if he's just on his 80s type of, actually, yeah. Actually, I don't know when Seven Nation, when did that come out? I don't know. But if he's just in his classic rock kind of era, but he released 2. So we gonna get to it. Let's go ahead, shut up and turn it up. Oh, see, man, that bass line is iconic, big time iconic, and it's simple. It's just it's boom, 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 boom. Simplicity at its best. No matter how many times you hear it over and over and over again, it is designed to be repeated. It is one of the most perfect bass lines that I've ever heard. So I was wondering how he was going to go about this. Now, I love the way that this, see, the beautiful thing about this new wave of how people are introducing editing, like post effects, into their beatbox is that it just gives a whole nother different type of realization of what really going on and everything. It really allows them to put forward their extra additional creative layer on top of the beatboxing that they're already doing. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because the texture on which he did it made it. Now, I'm not a guitar person, right? So people who play guitar, but he made it kind of sound retro, right? Almost a little analog, if I will. A little warmth, that saturation, that kind of that retro feel to the bass, and you can hear it kind of like in that static, which led to an amazing transition into the higher energy. I was wondering how he was going to kind of keep the upbeat of the bass line, but no, he done slowed it down a little bit more, half-timed it, so he can go in there and put the Stanin effect on it. That's what I'm gonna call it. TM. Can't TM that. I love talking about beatbox, man.
Gonna fight them all. Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. They gonna rip it out, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night, cause I can't forget.
Bro, do we even talking about the fact that how clean his falsetto is, man, as he's moving into, it's already hard enough to sing, you know what I mean, especially doing it in a performative nature like this, let alone beatbox, right? Beatboxers are they're superhuman in nature. Like, honestly, when we take creative talents that the humans have and we were to assign it a tier list, beatboxing and singing is probably definitely up there, the A or the S. I don't know there's been probably many things that would trump it, you know what I mean? But as far as like tier list, it's definitely not low level up there. You combine the two, S level. The delay on those pops, clean. You want to know something? The thing about this bass line is that, see, I mean, really, you could kind of say that he kind of took this version and changed it from like classic rock or just from rock to the trap and bass kind of genre, right? Because that's what I can hear this. I can hear like trap drums, but trap and bass is more on the EDM side, meaning that there's a whole lot more bass design that's going on outside of it just being a simple 808. And I didn't even think about taking classic bass lines, spending halftime in them, and then just going absolutely nutty on that bass design because you can, because it's simple. You know what I mean? There's room in there for a lot of ingenuity. Is that the word? A lot of creative control. So creative freedom.
Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one to
You got some reverse vocals. Reverbed.
From the Queen of England to the tones of hell, I'm gonna serve it to you.
Whoa.
That's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do.
God.
That's what I do.
Yeah, man, there's just no way that you could just sit there. I mean, obviously there is ways. You got a professional team and everything. It's just sitting there and just witnessing what's going on, right? I love the video direction. I love the editing and everything kind of has kind of like that backstage kind of view to it with the camera panning instead of just, dead center, just looking at them. You know what I mean? Kind of like wild takes. We're not sure if we're going to use this in there. Yeah, different bass design sounds, obviously, but him alternating between kind of like, not kind of speaking like production, like producer terms or like engineering or mixing terms and everything, but just deciding where to add some distortion and saturation to kind of saturate those mids and those highs. You know what I mean? To allow that to come out and become a lead whenever it's not needed to, right? Because he had 2 or maybe even 3 leads going on here. He had his vocals, he had the guitar, and he had the bass. And each of them was never competing. You know what I mean? They each had their own spot to come in there and start dominating. Absolutely amazing. Okay. And we get another one. All right. TNT, AC/DC. Let's see what direction he takes with this one. Can't believe he released 2.
See me right on that sunset on your
Wow.
TV screen. For all I can get. If you know what I mean. Women to the left of me and to the right. Ain't got no gun, ain't got no knife. Don't
come on.
you start no fight.
Wait. Oh my goodness. The gun. You know that knife sound? I feel like an inexperienced person would probably make a zipper sound trying to make the knife sound. I don't even know how you would do that with you. He just did it, and I don't know how he did it. The gunshot, I've heard that. Yeah, I know he do that, but that knife sound, that was insane. Also, that distortion that he added on his voice, that grit. Love how he's kind of getting into character. His voice don't sound anything like it did on the 7 Nations Army, right? Really getting into character on the sell us this, man. I love it.
Cause I'm TNT. And I'm putting on my TNT. And I'm putting on the fight. TNT. I'm a barrel flip. Watch me explode.
No, this man didn't just add in. Yo, the cyberpunk movement, the synthwave movement is real. Okay. We took a little break. right? When we was getting those synth wave and old cyberpunk, we took a little break and everything, but I love the little ARP bass. That's what it is. It's an ARP and with a heavy instance on the trans. It sounds like the plucky sound, or at least the transient of it is just pushed up so that it really comes through as some really thick plucks with some nice saturation on it. But once again, taking that cover and making it yours, you know what I mean, to where it's indistinguishable. I mean, you're beatboxing it, so it's already indistinguishable, but that little touch in there, come on, bro, what are we doing here? You got some throat stuff in there too, that art.
So look out your daughter, look out your wife.
Hey,
look out your back, daughter, and run for your life. The man is back in town. Don't you mess me around.
back time. Wait. I gotta pause right here. That's crazy. That's crazy. See, this is those post effects, right? Where you can lay down a sound. You know, we hear the same thing in like Loop Station, where they would go in there and they would lay down something, but the nice little pumping fret, the pumping compression that he's got going in the background after he's laid down, kind of like that sound, and then using that as the white noise for the riser while he continues to. That's crazy. This okay. I mean, Miss Drop is coming.
Cause I'm TNT. You know the vibe. Power of love. TNT. Watch me explode.
Yeah, do your superhero now. Run that back. Now do that superhero. Look at. Yeah, you gotta feel that way, right? That was flawless. And then do the glitch video effects. I'm losing my words right here, y'all. It's Stanin, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely amazing. Both drops back to back, and he absolutely slaughtered them. Yeah, let me know what y'all thought about it down in the comments. Dave's out.